Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to install the ceiling joists on the east half of the wood shop. This side of the shop has a couple big obstacles. One of them is this door track. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to box this in. I believe that this mount here, I can just disconnect that, have it hang, maybe support it with something, and then put the ceiling under it and then reattach it. But the big problem is here, the drum goes up higher than what the ceiling will be. So I'm going to have to box out this area. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it. I'll probably have to come out at least 2 feet because if they ever need to work on that, they're going to need room. Yeah, this is going to be kind of difficult. And the other part that's going to be kind of difficult is the center joist. I'm not exactly sure where that's going to hit here, but that's probably going to be in the way of whatever I put here that's going to box that out. Yeah, I believe the center joist is going to run dead center down the building, so not only is it going to get in the way of this box out, but I'm going to have to drill through these metal plates to get a hanger on there. Yeah, that's going to be real difficult. Okay, first thing to do is straighten up a bit, and I'm going to get this completely cleared off and take the top part off of it and put the deck right at the top of this. The problem is that those pins hit the bottom of the trusses, so I can't move this around where I need, and I'm hoping that if I put the deck way to the top of this bottom part, that when I'm standing on it, I'll be able to get at the brackets and stuff. That would be a big help. Once I get the joists on this side done, I'm going to move everything from the other side of the shop over here because this side will be basically done as far as the ceiling goes. Then I'll have to do the partition wall on this side, insulation, girts, a good deal left to do on that side, but I can probably get it all done in less than a week. Enough chit chat. Let's get this thing cleared off, get that top off, get this cleaned up a little bit, and get to work. This looks like it's going to be really helpful. I was worried that this wasn't going to be high enough to work on the joists and on the ceiling. Still not 100% sure how I'm going to do the ceiling. But from this platform, like, I can turn this sideways and I can get all of my joist hangers laid out over there. Yeah, and the same thing here. And then just move it a little bit, get all these joists in. Yeah, this is going to be really nice. Like I said, this part is going to be the hardest, but what I'm thinking right now, yeah, we have a joist right here. If I go across with that joist and then run another joist across to the joist on the other end, that should header it out. I'm not sure how strong that's going to be. That's going to be 8 feet across. We'll get it figured out. All right, a little bit of cleanup back in this corner, and I'll roll this way. I'm going to have to take out a little bit of insulation here and there, but that's not a big deal. We can just stuff it back in there. Good, good, good. All right, let's get going with this stuff. I'm going to show you real quick how I get the locations of the joists. I can only do this for 2 of the joists in, then I'll have to do it differently, and I'll show you that as well. This is why I can only do it on 2, because it's real difficult to hook it on the end. So, once it's hooked on the end, I pull it over to a level, and this is kind of difficult. I have to line up my dimension, which in this case is 8 feet, line it up with the level and make sure the bubble on the level is correct, which takes a little bit of jogging, but in the end it's going to be really accurate. All right. Then I mark that, and that is exactly 8 feet from the outside of the post there. Now I just have to mark 3/4 to each side of that, and that's where the stud goes. On the next one, I'm not going to be able to pull a tape measure from the post over there, so what I'll do, once I have these 2 lines in place, I'll screw a block of wood to here and then pull a dimension over for the next one. Now I need to remove some insulation and this blocking here. All right, I screwed this board in place, and I was going to pull a dimension from here out into there, but then I realized there is no joist in the middle. What we're going to have is a joist right here going to there, one on the other end doing the same thing, and then about 2 feet out, right about here, have a joist going across that way. That's going to box out this part. Then the joist is going to come from there over to this one. It's going to make like a T. Then with that in place, I'll have to cap the top of this box, and I may just use lumber for that. Okay, let me take this off and we'll get these 2 joists in. Okay, on further review, I'm going to have to put a double 2x6 here. So I'm going to have to take this bracket off, put a double 2x6 bracket on, and then I'll put double 2x6s on here and do the same thing on the other end, because this is an 8-foot span, and if I only have one 2x6 there, that would be supporting not only the weight right here, but all the way across to the other one over there, which is going to be a little bit more than 8 feet, and then it'll have another joist teeing off of that. So it'll have a lot of weight on it. So I think I'm going to have to put a double 2x6 here and a double one going across here, then the middle one can be a single one. All right, well, I'm going to have to figure out the brackets and the lumber that I need, and to do that I'm going to have to clear out this area here and get the joist from that side all the way over to here. Then I can get this all figured out, and once that's figured out I can move on and put the joists in going that way. But for right now I can put another pocket screw here. I'm going to screw up into those joists. Then I can go over there. I'll just put a pocket screw in that one as well and get that joist in. Now that we're away from that difficult corner, things get a little bit easier. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this or not, but I have a block screwed with this edge right on the line, and if I hook my tape measure onto that, just like that, I can pull it out and mark 4 feet, and then step over this way right to the edge of the platform, and 8 feet. Then I just transfer my lines all the way down to the bottom where I'll be using them. The hell, I marked this wrong. Should be on this side. Now I'll attach my joist hangers and then move over to that side and get those on. It's the next day and I got very little recorded on this video. I got all of the joists in on this side, all of the joists that can go in. All of this stuff is going to wait for last because I have to go get materials for that. The problem was it was raining so hard you just couldn't hear anything, so it was kind of useless filming anything. Also, I was using the palm nailer most of the time, and that is insanely loud. So I'm just going to end this video here with me cleaning this place up. I got to get all of the stuff from that side over to this side, get everything organized. I'm going to be running to town for the materials for this and some other stuff. And from there, we're going to get into the big push to get this wall up, get the rest of the joists in, and get the ceiling up because cold weather is only about a week away. So let's do a quick cleanup and run to town for more materials. All right, there you have it. Everything is on that side. I still have access to this area. The first thing I'm going to be doing is cutting all of this stuff up. This is going to get out of there. Building the wall, tipping the wall up, and then putting in the joists all the way to the back and all the way over to the door. Then I need to run to town for a bunch of stuff for above the door. But once those things are done, I should be able to start on the ceiling right after that. I was wrong. I have to put the insulation on this wall first, but I'm really close. The ceiling should go in, within a week or so. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and/or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.